Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Fox's Den. So following on from my top 5 Victorinox knives, which you guys seem to enjoy, I'm going to do my top 5 Leatherman Multitools. So before I get into it, please don't forget to like and subscribe. If I get to 500 subscribers, I'm going to do a gear giveaway, so if you want to be in with a chance, don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to also comment and let me know what's your favorite top 5 Leatherman multi-tools. Okay, so let's get into it. So at number 5 is the Leatherman Signal. So this is kind of an outdoorsy camping marketed, I guess, tool. So yeah, it's quite cool, but it's got a bit of a kind of novelty vibe to it, I suppose. So it's got, first of all, it's got a carabiner. It's got this, they call it a hammer, that you can hammer in things with. It's I suppose useful. What I found, I tried it actually last weekend when I was camping, and I tried to hammer in pegs with it instead of a mallet, and yeah, it's not much use. But the main thing I thought was annoying is these cuts go in this direction, which kind of encourages it to slip off. I think it would have been better with a crosshatch, or maybe the other direction. But still, you know, it's a kind of a, when you're in a pinch sort of a tool. So I guess it's good for some reasons. So it's got the always fantastic Leatherman pliers. It's got the replaceable cutters, which I think include a kind of a wire cutter portion to it there, you can kind of see. Then on the inside, it's got, which are all locking, it's got the replaceable bit driver, which uses the proprietary Leatherman bits, which are very soft. I don't know what kind of cheese they make them from, but they really don't last. And I'm skeptical about, you know, that as a screwdriver. It's pretty much it got nothing to offer more than a full 2D Phillips. So what I do like to use is these. You get these kind of adapters that use a proper what is it? Proper what size are they? 1/8 bits. But yeah, I guess if you're stuck, these are handy to have in there. As I said, it is locking. So you push down this to unlock. Then, which is a bit difficult to get out, is, so this is a can opener, which I think you can also probably use as a bottle opener. And, which is really hard to get out, is the awl. So yeah, I'm not a fan of the awl. I never use them, to be honest. And then on the other side, you have the, in here, hidden is a whistle. So sorry, that's it. So this is a ferro rod, which is on the back of the whistle, which you can use in a normal position, but you can also pop it out here. And it's kind of a cool little, I like the idea of the whistle. This is, I don't know, I'm not really that into that. I'd always just carry a lighter with me. But in a kind of survival situation, if you fall somewhere or something, it's pretty handy to have a whistle. I think that's a kind of a cool thing to have in there. How does this go back in? I'll do it the wrong way, that's how. And then, oh man, I've got it stuck. Which way is it? That way. So, and then the other, I guess, novelty item, which I'm not that a fan of, is the, so it's a diamond file, but it's a very kind of basic, I don't know, I guess you could get something done with it, but like, I don't know, I've never really desperately needed to sharpen a knife somewhere in the wild. But yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of a cool touch. Then it has the saw, locking saw, really good saw. and on the other side it has a partially serrated blade. Partially serrated blades, a lot of people criticize them, saying, you know, you don't get as much of a length of knife. But in this, as this is a kind of a outdoors camping knife, you're going to be cutting rope and paracord and stuff like that. And the serration can be actually really good for that. Yeah, and my favorite feature of the Signal is it has this that you can put a bit driver in. It doesn't lock in it, which is slightly annoying. But yeah, you can do some pretty nice, you know, mechanical work with that. I've seen a couple of people saying, you know, to put a little strand of cord through there, so it just kind of jams it in so it doesn't fall out. But I don't know, it doesn't bother me that much. You can do some pretty good work with that. It's a nice little feature. I don't know, they really should add it to them all their Leathermans, because it doesn't take up any space or anything. It also has, if the eagle-eyed might notice, it has a locking tab here that locks it from falling open, particularly if you put it onto your rucksack or something. This won't fall down, but mine has fallen out and is missing. So yeah, I'm going to just try to get a new one of those. But anyway, yeah, that's my number 5, the Leatherman Signal. So my number 4 is the Leatherman Skeletool, and specifically the Leatherman Skeletool CX, which has a higher quality blade steel, but more importantly, it has a non-serrated blade. So the normal Skeletool has a partially serrated blade. And I know I just said I like it on the Signal, but that's, you know, an outdoors knife. This is more of a lightweight kind of everyday type tool, in my opinion. So it's got a nice carabiner which has a bottle opener built into it. It has nice pliers, which is non-replaceable in this case. It has spare bit storage in here. See, it just slides in there, which is pretty cool. What else? It has the screwdriver, which it doesn't spin open in this case. It kind of slots in underneath here, which is a nice touch because it's very easy to access. And what else did I not mention? That's everything, I think. So it's got the deep carry pocket clip. It's really kind of a stripped down, bare essentials, lightweight Leatherman, which I really like. I think it's, and the design, it looks really cool. So yeah, that's my number 4. So number 5, which I've criticized in the past, is the Leatherman Arc. So I guess my biggest criticism, which people didn't agree with, is that it's a kind of a, you know, it's marketed really towards the kind of knife type enthusiast who carries because it has a magna cut blade. But in my opinion, those type of guys carry a standalone knife anyway, so it's kind of a contradiction. But still in all, it's a really cool tool. That's a really nice knife blade. No serrations on this one. What else it's got on this side? It's got the scissors, which we haven't had yet. Nice scissors, not as good as the Victorinox, but a nice scissors. That's locking as well. I think everything is locking on this. Really nice file. So it's got a nice kind of serrated edge as well as the main file. You can get a lot of stuff done with that. You have the bottle opener, and I guess it's a straight screwdriver, but mainly a pry tool. We've got this is a reamer, and I think that's a wire stripper, and it has this precision screwdriver, which is double-sided, Phillips and straight. that's everything on that side. Over here, it's got the really good saw, locking again. It's got, sorry, the blade. It's got a can opener, and it has the driver with a straight and Phillips, which covers a lot of bases. Deep carry pocket clip. Sorry, the saw, the file. What else did we miss? The scissors, the blade. That's everything. So yeah, it's kind of it doesn't have a lot of obsolete tools in there. It kind of covers everything. You can really get a lot done with one of these, and it's kind of a nice weight. One thing that really annoys me about it is these two holes. I don't know if you want to. I think it's if you want to change the pocket clip to the other side, or else they didn't want to machine another one of these. But yeah, it looks a bit unfinished aesthetically to me. But yeah, a cool knife, expensive but cool. So that was my number 3. So number 2, the Leatherman Wave Plus. So I think everybody knows the Leatherman Wave. I think it's their best seller. So this packs a lot of punch for the size of it. So it's got this serrated knife on one side, and then it has the plain edge on the other side. It has the saw, everything locking again, by the way. Sorry, the serration we've seen, the file. So it's got the same file. I don't think it has quite as good a serrated edge as the Bond, but still an excellent file. It has the legendary pliers with the replaceable cutters. And then on the inside, it's got a can opener, bit driver. I've changed this to an Allen one for some reason. I don't know what I was doing at the time. These are really bad for an Allen fitting, but anyway. So we've got this pry bar. I don't know what this is, to be honest. A little hook. Precision screwdriver, two-sided one. And we have the scissors, which is quite a bit smaller than the Bond one, but it's pretty useful little scissors. I actually prefer a smaller scissor. It's kind of useful for precision type tasks. It's got this measuring ruler type thing across here, which is kind of pointless to me. Yeah, so the Leatherman Wave. Sorry, I haven't put in my scissors properly, have I? So that's it. Number 2, excellent tool. And number 1, my favorite Leatherman of all time, the Surge. So the Surge is big and heavy. I'll just give you a comparison. That's the Wave Plus and the super lightweight skeletool. The Surge is really chunky, but it is a serious tool. This is for people that want to do some serious work. So we've got the serrated knife. We've got, which is the first time we've had this, is a replaceable hacksaw. So you can actually use any T-shank hacksaw blade in here, which is really cool because you can cut, you can cut steel, you can cut anything with that if you change to the right blade, obviously. My filthy straight edge blade, the scissors. This is quite a big scissors on this. I think it might be bigger than the Bond one. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's, as I say, it's still not as good as the Victorinox. The serrated, sorry, we done those, didn't we? Inside, the cutters might have seen some abuse, as you can see. but serious. They are, I'll just give you, let me just see on the bond. You can see these are quite a bit bigger. Really chunky pliers that are very heavy duty. Then on the inside, which I think are much easier to get out, they've got this much better system to get them out. So you've got small straight screwdriver, a larger one / pry bar, the awl, and on the other side the replaceable driver and a can opener. And you've also got that ruler thing along the inside there. Yeah, just a really chunky heavyweight tool. I think you'd really be doing well to break one of these. I actually like the black on these, that they kind of develop a bit of patina over time and show some wear. You know, I don't know, I haven't used the Arc a huge amount, but I don't think it'll wear as nicely. I think it'll just look worn out, where this looks kind of cooler with age, if you know what I mean. So that's it. That's my top 5. So let me know in the comments, what have I left out? What do you think should be included? I guess I haven't included the, you know, the squirt or the mica or any of those smaller ones, because once you get into that size, I just prefer a Victorinox. I always think of the Leatherman as the kind of next size up. But yeah, maybe you like those or you like something else. I'd love to hear from you, so let me know. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks guys.